Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Neuman, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Neuman's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give while we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Neuman has been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we will show you how to properly put that on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now, Neuman is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Neuman take off doing that now, and the command is Neuman heel. Now, Neuman has been trained to walk very nicely on your left-hand side at your pace, being sure not to lag behind on that leash or pull ahead and drag you on that leash. Again, he should be walking on your left-hand side at your pace. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is the automatic sit, which you just saw occur. Anytime that you're walking and you stop your feet, Neuman should sit nicely at your left heel position, and he should remain seated until you give his next command. And the next command that they're going to go ahead and demonstrate is the stay command, and the stay command is a hand and voice command. You're going to take the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of his muzzle, and the one-word command to stay. You're then going to walk out to the end of that training leash. Neuman should remain seated in this position throughout the entire command or until you give another command. This is a great command to help build up his ability to stay for longer periods of time, so make sure you're incorporating this command into your everyday activities and schedule. Now, when Fred walks back to heel position, he walks all the way behind Neuman as an added distraction. Neuman did a great job sitting there, and they're going to run through their heel, sit, and stay again. You just saw Neuman looking up at Fred there, waiting for his next command. He's very focused on Fred, waiting for his commands. Good job. And they're going to demonstrate the stay command again. That's the end of the leash. Now, this time, instead of returning back to heel position, they're going to demonstrate the come command. You're going to call Neuman in using his name in a happy voice. He should come in and sit nicely in front of you, and you want to make sure that he sits to prevent the inappropriate behavior of him jumping up. Then we return him to heel position by heeling him around the back of you, returning him to your left-hand side, making sure that he sits nicely, waiting for his next command, and they're going to go ahead and demonstrate that come command again for you. Out to the end of your leash, leave him in a sit-stay, call him in, make sure when he comes in, he sits and around the back of you, returning him to your left in heel position, sitting nicely. Great job. And when you call Neuman in from the come command, you can also use that leash, almost like a fishing line, to reel him in right in front of you if need be. Now they're going to demonstrate our down commands, and the first is down from a heel position. You're going to take the open flat of your left palm again, but this time straight down towards the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. Then give the stay command and walk out to the end of your leash, the same as you did with the sit stay. And again, with the down command, you want to make sure that you're incorporating this command into your everyday activities, whether it be cooking dinner, washing dishes, folding laundry, watching TV, anywhere where you can leave him in a down stay, and slowly increase his ability to stay for longer periods of time. Fred returns back, again walking all the way around and behind as added distraction. Neuman lets out a big yawn, and they're off heeling again. This is a great time to remind you that although you should be incorporating all of your commands into your everyday activities and schedule, you should be setting aside about a 15 to 20 minute session every day to run through your formal obedience commands in a session such as this video. It's a great mental exercise for the dogs. It stimulates their mind and keeps them fresh and on top of their commands. And you can see they're happy doing it. Newman's wagging his tail as he heels along there. Now Fred left him in another down stay, but this time, instead of returning back to heel position, they're going to demonstrate that come command from the down position this time. Newman gets up and comes in. Heels around. Good job. Now they do have one last command to demonstrate. That's our down from a distance. Fred's going to leave Neuman in a sit-stay and walk out to the end of the leash. From the end of the leash, he's going to give the down command with his right hand. Good job. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Neuman has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Neuman, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.